to the MoJo Real Estate channel for another short video. Last week, there was a news story in the Wall Street Journal about ForSaleByOwner.com founder Colby Sammarado. The story detailed after 6 months of trying to sell his New York City apartment on his own unsuccessfully, he hired a real estate broker paying the industry standard 6% commission, and he's now under contract for substantially more than he was originally asking.
Believe that. This story inspired us to do a short piece on for sale by owner versus listing with a real estate professional. We'd like to preface by saying we completely understand where the motivation to try for sale by owner originates, especially when the owner is short on equity and the desire to save anywhere possible is heightened. The first place an owner considers a cut is on the commission of the sale. And while we understand and empathize with this motivation, we're going to quickly tell you why it's not in the owner's best interest.
The first issue we'll address is at the heart of the matter, saving the commission. Buyers today use the internet and are savvy. They look at FSBOs as being inflated by the amount the owner is saving on the commissions, and they want those savings passed on to them. Also, most buyers are using an agent. A buyer's agent will typically only show a FSBO that's willing to pay 3%, cutting the perceived savings in half. Many buyer's agents will elect not to show FSBOs at all, even those in the MLS, for these reasons we're about to touch on.
The commission dovetails into the issue of expenses. Not all of the commission paid to sell a home is seen as income by the agent. An agent has a marketing plan and a budget which can range from a host of expenses: advertising, membership costs, and legal fees. Gas mileage, you name it. It takes considerable time and skill for an owner to incur all of the expenses to market a home and still net more than it would cost to hire a broker.
Then there's the danger of underpricing. An agent who pays dues to belong to the MLS will use data in the system to help price your home. While it's true anyone can get on the internet and see what comparable homes or asking prices are, only a real estate agent is able to access the sold prices. This is the same information that an appraiser uses to determine the value. So it'd be very easy for someone to undervalue their home by 3% or even more.
Negotiations are the main way we save or make money for our clients. An owner inexperienced in real estate transactions will encounter contingencies, counteroffers, and concessions. When improperly negotiated, they could end up costing themselves well in excess of 3%. Not to mention the benefit of using impersonal third-party negotiator and how emotions can and will get in the way of coming together to close a deal.
Lack of a follow-up system is another difficulty owners have when trying to sell their home FSBO. Contracts are almost always written after a second or a third visit, and agents have a follow-up system developed to contact prospects multiple times after a showing. This system often generates even more showings by keeping a listing on an agent's radar for their clients as well. An agent's business and livelihood hinges on their follow-up system. And how many families working a 9-to-5 job are going to have an effective system to follow up on every sign call, internet lead, or showing?
Speaking of showings, agents hire a co-op to schedule all showings of their listings. This process ensures whoever's viewing the property is doing so with a licensed real estate professional, is pre-approved as a buyer, and is actually qualified to even make a purchase. This results in no tire kickers and snoopers and very little wasted time. Plus, without the owner at the property during a showing, prospective buyers can take their time and envision themselves actually living there, without the specter of the owner overhearing in the next room. Buyers want to look in the closets and the cabinets and feel at home.
And this brings us to probably one of the most important reasons for an owner to take caution trying FSBO. For sale by owner sign in the yard is like a huge invitation for anyone asking to see the home. While such occurrences may be infrequent, it has happened and it will happen again, where thieves have posed as prospective buyers to learn what might be of value and how they can gain access to the home. Anyone who has kids or a wife who's home alone should be careful when inviting strangers into their home.
Very careful. We want to keep these videos short, so we've only touched on the highlights of why it's in the owner's best interest to use a real estate professional. We're more than happy to discuss it further with you in person. Give us a buzz anytime. One of us can come out to your house and give you a free evaluation as well. Now, we require no commitment nor charge any fee until your goals are met and your home is sold.
Thanks again for tuning in, and remember, it's your dream. We'll do the work. We'll see you next time.
Thanks.